this Sunday we will be occupying Citam. We want to have a word with the pastor. Tunataka tuelezee reason ya kufukuza hawa watu ni nini. Atuambie moving forward vile anataka kuishi na Wakenya, kwa sababu as much as we are fixing the country, we also need to fix the churches. Atuachi kitu yote nyuma. We want to fix every sector in this country. Ndio tukimove, tuna move wote as a unit. Kanisa iko sawa, serikali iko sawa, politics za nchi ziko sawa, healthcare iko sawa, education iko sawa, kila kitu tunataka kufix tukisonga. So Sunday Citam tunakujanga wengi. Ni kama service, unaona mko hapo kwa barabara. Ni kama tutafanya mpaka hapo, tutakaa hapo nje, tutafuteni speakers mob. Wengine tutakaa pale kwa nini? Hapo kwa flyover. Tunataka kuworship na nyinyi. Then after service mtuambie ni nini hiyo mlikuwa mnajaribu kufanya, ama kama mlikuwa under any instructions. Sunday. Sasa hatutaki statements. Let's meet on Sunday.
Christ is the Answer Ministries has distanced itself from claims that the Valley Road Sanctuary turned down demonstrators who were seeking refuge. Valley Road Senior Pastor Reverend Jesse Moya has denied the claims, questioning the intentions of the allegations. Moya has further asked those peddling the claims to provide evidence, stating that the church security records and the review of the CCTV footages does not show anyone being turned away.
All right. Our deputy bishop at some point did receive a call by people, who wanted help. And he gave instructions and directions to our caretaker who was on the ground and who actually stays here on site. He gave instructions, that anybody who needs refuge, and this is on record, that they can be given access. We have done this before last year. When there were demonstrations, there were people who actually got access and were given refuge. Now, our caretaker stayed, because now, after having been told that sometime in the early evening yesterday, he stayed on at the gate until 1:30 a.m. in the morning, waiting for anybody who may need help. Nobody came. Nobody showed up. And then after that, of course, he just, went and retired, of course, to sleep. And we as a church and as Christ is the Answer Ministries, we affirm, please, and I think it's important, that our policy and practice of embracing the vulnerable, the needy in society. So we don't shut our doors to anybody. You don't even have to be a member of Christ is the Answer Ministries. We will attend to you. We will minister to you. It does not really matter. However, so nobody showed up as far as we are concerned. So this morning, with all these barrage of attacks that we have received, we personally, as a senior pastor, we have actually gone through, we have interviewed all the relevant people. My team has also gone through the CCTV footage, and nobody came to Valley Road yesterday at any point, day or night, and was turned away. And at this point, Caris, maybe it's good for us to also just ask if there is such a person. If you came and you were turned away, please come and talk to us. Come and talk to me as a senior pastor. Come and identify yourself. But as far as we are concerned, with all the CCTV footage, the caretaker who was on the ground, the security guards who are left here to man the facility, nobody came. And I think it's important for us to make that very, very clear. Because then has been alleged that we turned people away.
Oh no! Oh no!
What do you mean by Ruto must go? How do I go?
Resign! When you come to ndo rudi. Where? One time.
Yesterday was so heavy. But the worst part is how normal it's starting to feel to say that in Kenya. Like grief and chaos are just our new rhythm. People literally showed up from across the country, unarmed, focused, hopeful, shouting for justice, demanding not to be killed, just wanting to be heard. And what did the government respond? They responded with bullets, abductions, nyaunyo, darkness. There was a moment in the night where all you could hear were gunshots, and they didn't even sound far off. They sounded like they were part of your house, like the war had literally reached your roof. And for some people, it did. Yeah, people were chased, mugged, some didn't even make it home, and some were even raped. Shops were looted, and goons were casually loading stolen goods into police cars. Like the police that are supposed to be protecting us? Yeah, those cars. Like it was a part of the plan. And so people ran, of course, terrified, trembling, to the only place that they thought might hold them, the church. But when they got there, they were turned away. Citam Valley Road told them, nah. And to be honest, that broke something in me. I've been a Christian for 11 years. I've served, I've prayed, I've sat through sermons about love and compassion. I've sung the songs and I've read the scriptures, both from the pulpit and even just as a congregant. But that, turning people away in their hour of need, that is not Jesus. And let's not pretend that it is. Jesus was constantly interrupted. The woman with the issue of blood tapped his robe on his way to somewhere else. He didn't rebuke her, he stopped and healed her. The Samaritan woman at the well, not even supposed to be talking to her, but he did. He listened, he saw her, and because of that moment, her whole village believed. Zacchaeus and the tree, Jesus was just passing through, but he paused. He said, come down, I'm dining with you today. The man lowered through the roof by his friends. That wasn't on the service order. But Jesus stopped everything and made space for the healing. He allowed interruptions to become miracles because he was present, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And I don't know how to say this gently, but if your church's structure matters more than people's safety, if your policies matter more than your compassion, if your biggest fear is breaking decorum and not breaking cycles of suffering, then you're not protecting the gospel. You're suffocating it. And I know this is a lot, but imagine how much worse it is to live it. If I was ever caught in a night like last night, the truth is, honestly, I would not even run to the church as my first response. I'd run to a mosque or a matatu stage or even just a vibanda with someone frying mandazis or something. Because I know that there, my humanity would be seen before my disruption. And to every church leader who may be listening to this, you keep saying that we need to come back to the church. But maybe the real question is, when exactly will the church come back to Jesus? Just sit with that for a minute.